So we're continuing our discussion on program management and performance domains. Right. So far we have discussed performance domain definitions and its interactions and its linkage among strategy, portfolio management, and program management. Today we're going to talk about portfolio and program distinctions. Both program and portfolio are collections of projects, activities, and non-project work. Right. That aspects that clearly differentiate between program and portfolio is relatedness and time actually. So we will discuss each one. Relatedness, when it comes to relatedness in a program, you might know that program is a collection of programs, subprograms, projects, and operations which are operated in an interconnected way so that the benefit cannot be achieved by doing it individually, right? So that is called relatedness actually. The work included is interdependent such that achieving full intended benefit depends on the delivery of all the components in the program, right? So every component in the program will work towards a common goal actually. So all work is somehow interrelated and interdependent. But in case of portfolio, the work included is related in any way the portfolio owners chooses actually. So they can group the work the way they want actually. So generally the grouping of the works within the portfolio happens in certain means of it. The one is the effort stopped from the same resource pool, right? So you can do a functional grouping, the work delivered to the same client, right? You can have multiple portfolios within an account as well. The work conducted in the same accounting period, geographical area, and strategic business unit, right? So within the business unit, you can operate a portfolio. So that's how the components within the portfolio may not be interrelated, may not be interdependent to deliver a common objectives. The second distinction is the time. Program is similar to projects, are temporary in nature. It includes concept of time as an aspect of the work. It might span multiple years or decades, but characteristics by a definite beginning and ending. So it's temporary in nature. There should be a definite start and definite end. You need to have realization of the benefits over the period of time. But in case of portfolios, there is no specific constraint on time. Organizational strategic plan and business cycle dictate the start and end of specific investments. So a portfolio is more investment specific. You can initiate a start an investment and you can end an investment. Depends on the benefit realization. Portfolio would serve divergent objectives. It involves work and investments within the portfolio may continue for years or decades, depends on the size of the portfolio. The portfolio can be altered or terminated by the organization as business environment changes. So as long as you can terminate the portfolio based on only the strategical reasons. If there is a business environmental change when that particular initiatives no longer make sense to the organization, the portfolio can be terminated. The portfolio contains proposals from the various initiatives, including programs and projects that anyway we know that. So mainly the distinctions of portfolio and program is in its relatedness and time. To summarize, the program is having the components which are interdependent. Portfolio can have components which are entirely different objectives to each other. Program has a definite start and end. Portfolio can depends on the investment and strategic decisions. There's no specific constraint on the time as such, right? A fair idea about the distinctions between portfolio and program. In next video, we'll talk about the distinction between the program and the project.